Again, good morning. Um, I know that we were on track working through a few passages in John, and we were going to finish that up this week. But if you would be so kind, I would beg your indulgence. I have stuff I need to get off my chest, and I owe it to you to share these things with you. The journey that I'm sure you can attest to, brother, of going to follow your call is an arduous journey at best. You are faced with many attacks from the enemy on your family, often by family and friends. And it is easy to get wrapped up in the goal, so much so that you forget the journey. And that's where I have fallen short. Thursday morning, I was walking out my door, and a police officer, a lawyer, were there to greet me. At first, I didn't think much of it. You know, I have this nephew who uses my address all the time, and he's in trouble all the time, so just having him show up is no big deal. And he handed me the papers as usual. I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'll give it to him when I see him. He says, no, you need to read them. They go for me. I had lost sight of my family, and they couldn't take it anymore. I had been such a fool trying to do what I thought was right, that I missed out on the gift that was in front of me. So I had to leave. I didn't know what to do. I was terrified, scared, alone, and completely destroyed. I slept in the car that night in the parking lot of the church I grew up in. I didn't know what to do, I didn't care. And I share this because you guys have become like a family in the last few weeks that I've been here. You're a friend, you've been amazing to talk to. So video. But I messed up. I didn't pay attention to the signs. Now everyone thinks, oh, pastors, you have your life all figured out and you're just ready to go. But I made a mess. I can't even see my son right now. I love him. I go and talk to him through video chat. And I can't see my wife, my queen, my bride, my everything. So sometimes, the cost is huge. Sometimes I just don't know if you can bear that price anymore. I'm standing for you guys as completely and totally demolished. I have no hope for my future. I don't even know what's going next. And it hurts on a level I've never experienced before. I love my family. All I've ever done was to try and do better for them and try to follow God's call. But yeah, let myself get distracted. I didn't pay attention. I wasn't a good person in the sense, I wasn't like going around beating anybody or anything, but I was not good in my neglect. I was not good in my almost like an absentee mentality, thinking that they're going to be okay. Just let's get to this goal, and then it's all going to work out. But then now, I'm to a point in my life where that goal is literally within sight. And now the rug is just pulled out from under me. And I stand before you guys ashamed, embarrassed, angry, and hurting like I've never felt before. I don't even know what the right thing is at this point. I know you have to get all the logistics, find a place, and all that kind of stuff. And I almost called Victor and told him I wasn't going to come today. But like I said, you guys have become my family. So I wanted to come and give you an explanation. You deserved it because of how gracious you've been to me and my family. But it hurts to think you're doing all the good things. You're checking off everything on the list. I did the degree, I did this, I went through the exams, I got all that stuff done. And now I've got pulpit supplies I'm doing here, and I'm preaching over here, and I'm preaching over there. And all the while my family was saying, what about us? I didn't see it. I'm on this board, and I'm on that board, and I'm helping out with this council, and I've got all these things that I'm working on. I'm telling all the Bible say, what about us, Daddy? What about us? We need you to. And I wasn't there. And when I wasn't there, I wasn't really there. And my wife, most amazing, I mean, every husband always says their wife is most amazing, but mine really was. She supported me through seminary. She supported me through the ups and downs of all the different disappointments and the times I was stabbed in the back by friends and churches and other pastors and everything. She was my rock. And I told her once, I said, you know, when I look out into the audience and I see you sitting there, I feel as if I could storm the gates of hell because I know you'd be with me. She's down there. I'm lost. Alone. And scared. So, I know, we know all the book smart stuff of who we are in Christ and all that stuff. But it's hard to hold on to that when your life's been ripped out from under you. It's hard to remember that you're God's chosen when the devil has kicked you so incredibly hard. And it's hard to remember that you're worth it when all the signs point to the fact that you're not. So, I'm not here looking for a pity party. I just felt you deserved an explanation. And I hope that someone learns from my mistakes. Don't allow yourself to be so focused on the goal that you've missed the journey. Don't allow yourself to be so wrapped up in the end game that you forget that there's a whole board that you've walked over. You know, as you're driving down to Texas, don't be in such a hurry to get there that you miss all God's beautiful creation around you. As some of us, we're working for retirement. I've just got, 6 years, 3 days, 4 months, 3 days, 2 weeks, 7 hours, or whatever. I've heard the countdowns from all of you, or not you, but from many people. Don't get so wrapped up in that retirement that you missed the journey. But Jesus calls us to go on a walk. And it's a beautiful walk if you're paying attention. When you walk through with your eyes closed, focusing on just getting to the end of that walk, that's when you start to lose all the things that mean most to you. That's when you start to see things just get snatched out of your grasp. Like my little boy, my wife, my stepdaughters. I was a fool. There's no little ones in here. I was an absolute idiot. I thought that if I did everything the way I should, almost like some kind of, I should get special protection, special exemption, because I'm doing all the good stuff. And all I realize now is that I just painted a bigger target on my back than I had before. So, I'm not going to keep you long because mentally, I'm as fried as one can be. Please learn from my mistake. Cherish the ones that you have around you and love them and let them know that they are loved by you. When they come to you with their screws, walk them through it. Don't condemn them. When they cry out in their places of mistake, hug them instead of chastise them. And when our better half is throwing out all the warning signs, don't take that as a sign to go fishing. Take that as a sign to say, I need to wake up. Because, as you see right now, God has a way of letting things slip away when you don't fully appreciate them. And I thought I did, I really did. I thought, I do a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit, but it wasn't enough. I was, early on in life, we were taught about the difference between good ideas and God ideas. Good ideas look great on paper. We look at capitalism, socialism, Marxism, they all look great on paper. But then when we start to put them into practice, we find out all the flaws in them. We find out all the shortcomings that each one of those things have. When you have a God idea, it won't fail if you follow it. When God gives you a God idea, He's already provided everything you're going to need to follow it. He's just waiting on you to step up and follow it. So what I did is I followed the good idea. I followed what everyone said you needed to do. Oh, you're going to be a preacher. Well, you got to go get this degree. Okay, fine. And now you got to go through and you got to go through all these classes, exams, and you got to jump through this hoop and that hoop, and you got to go here, and you got to let these people mistreat you, and let these people mistreat you, because it's all part of God's plan, right? And I did. I got kicked around. I allowed myself to get kicked around because it was something better is coming. But at the same time, again, Daddy, why are you gone all the time? Oh, got another meeting tonight, huh? And the lack of patience, because you're burning the candle at both ends. So things that are typically seen as minor issues now become earth-shattering moments that you just want to throttle whoever's involved. And sometimes you do verbally, not physically. Sometimes we do verbally. Not paying attention to the way that we can harm more so with words than we do with physical actions. Physical bruises heal. For the most part, physical bruises will go away with little or no evidence. Emotional ones, they stay with you forever. I came from a home where my father was very verbally abusive to me. I grew up knowing that I was one of his biggest disappointments in his life. And on more than one occasion looked down the barrel of a loaded gun as he threatened to take me out of this world because he brought me into it. That scar has hung with me more than any accident, any farming accident. Yes, I've worked on farms. Any farming accident I've ever had. We have to be careful with our words, even in our best of intention. My problem has always been, I grew up being hurt all the time, so I didn't want anyone else to feel hurt while I was around them. So I took the time and in my best infinite stupidity, tried to protect everybody. And my best efforts only ended up looking like I was being controlled. I'm not one that wants to be controlled. I don't even like controlling myself. That's why I was letting my wife make the decisions, because she was better at it than I was. But my best intentions, because I took my eyes off the gift God gave me. I was so focused on the journey, on getting to the end, that I lost sight of all that. And now, I have to pay for it. So, I don't bring this to everybody to be a big downer, but again, like I said, you guys have been family. And family needs to know what family's going through. So I would ask for your prayers for my family, for my wife, my kids, that they will see that I'm not such a bad guy. And they will know that I love them and everything I did was because of them. And I ask that you pray. And hopefully my wife will see we've come so far that it's not worth throwing it away now.
Yes, if you would allow us to come like hands in prayer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm sorry everything.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, we just know you're able to do all things, you're in control of all things. Just ask your blessing upon this man, his wife, Lord, and just strengthen and guide them, give them the decisions that they have to make, Lord, that all things turn out to honor and glorify you. With the problems that they've had, Lord, we know you had control of them also. Just ask that you forgive each and every one that doesn't part, Lord. help to build these family back together, that they can honor and glorify you in all things. We ask all this in your son's name. Amen.
Well, that wasn't how we were expecting today, huh? I thank you for your indulgence and your prayers. And with that, I'll stand, please. Dear brothers and sisters, thank you for this space. Thank you for being who you are. I pray that as you go from here, that something that happened today, this week, resonates or helps you to move forward in your own lives. Don't allow yourself to get so focused on the end that you miss the journey. Be quicker to answer with compassion than to react with frustration. And may God bless and protect each and every relationship that you're involved in. May He wrap His arms around you and keep you safe. And by all means, learn from my mistakes. I pray each of you have a blessed week. And go in peace. Goodbye, our God.